All right, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Scurge Hive. In our previous episode, we started the game. We got our first alternate fire mode. We got tether, so progress has been made. We're making our way into the bio core, and we've hit a little bit of a roadblock. Either I'm not understanding a puzzle correctly, or there's more to this puzzle than I initially thought, or I'm just being dense. I don't know. Let's see. All right. It feels like I should be able to jump on that without needing this, you know? Slash, it feels like I should be able to drag one of these down. So, we step on this and the other one is depressed. That makes it so that we can move the platforms around. Ideally, I would like for them to stay blue, 1, 2. And we can hear the sound there that tells us, hey, you did it right. But I need these things to like stay. Let's double check. Shooting that doesn't do anything. Shooting with that doesn't do anything. Can't push with the tether. Running with the tether. Worked this time? I swear we tried that in the previous episode. Right? You guys watched me. Maybe I just pulled the wrong one? Well, we did it. Great success. We're not even that hurt. I mean, we're halfway to critical condition, but it's fine. Cool. Alright. We're back in the game. Mansall Transport Sentry Cyclops. Ooh, boss. Presumably. Okay. Surely that's not it. Oh, nope. Girl, why are you... No, seriously, why are you running over there? Alright. Ah, alright. That's fine, that's fine. Our first game over. Ooh, that's a somewhat racing. Okay. Wow, it just like this is a game from like the mid 2000s, so it just like straight up kicking us out is not that crazy, but huh. ahead and charge up. Excellent. And we're in. Girl, where are we going? No. She's doing the thing where she just picks a direction and then runs, and I don't know what the deal is with that. It's quite aggravating. Because, you know, it gets you killed. Not clear how I killed him just now. Wasn't there supposed to be another phase left? Bioenergy of a larger entity is condensed into an energy cell that will refill health and augment the recharge speed of the gauntlet. Okay. I don't trust this game to, like, not kill me. Like, this is an older game. Like, having a normal enemy destroy you after a boss is kind of a rite of passage that I am not interested in repeating. Okay, here we go. I really like teleporting. It gives me nausea. Dylan, you sure this is safe? Affirmative. Though only auxiliary power is available, these teleporters are designed to function in emergencies. At minimal power, the odds of failing materialization are 1 in 1,000. That's comforting to know. That feels very high. Initiating the teleport protocol's destination, Rainsall Industrial Complex. Please stand by. Excerpt 2. Hills 261. Efficiency 58. Yikes. Rank Corporal. Ouch. Rainsall Industrial Complex. Excerpt 3. Stench. So I'm guessing we can chapter select back, but it's not a true, like, go back and, like, explore again. But maybe we'll be able to take our abilities back? That'd be interesting. Nope, still not used to this teleporting business. So after powering up the generator, do I head back here to get to the biocore? Negative. Teleport schematics are currently locked. That's pretty stupid. What's the use of a teleport if it doesn't work both ways? Standard teleport design incorporates bi-directional traffic. Currently, the parameters have been locked to prevent dematerialization at this terminal. That's odd. Okay, that guy is aggressive. Hey, level up. Nice. Interesting that we're getting foreground elements now that are semi-transparent. That's also interesting, huh? Searching for additional decontamination platforms. Fitting map coordinates. So I'm gonna place my bet now. We're gonna go back to the area that we were previously in, but it's gonna have like more tougher enemies. And so like that's part of the point of the excerpts, is that they're like, hey, the excerpts happen in sequence and they define like an enemy level in addition to some other like details. Damn, the air just reeks. Magellan, how do we get the main generator from here? The quicker the better. main generator is located at the top of the facility. The only way to reach the generator is via the facility's internal transport nexus. Scanning facility schematics. Updating map coordinates. Nexus. Location confirmed. This is I'm dumb. I thought this platform was higher than it actually is. That's on me. Ooh. Alright. Keycard acquired. Give me a keycard. Know that I love the way that, like, I get why she freezes in place when we're shooting, so that we can, you know, so that we can aim, but it does, you know, it does introduce some problems. I don't know that we can actually progress here without a double jump or something. Let's see if we can. Up with kind of a lot of infection. There was a fight here. Let's look at our map. Yeah, given that that's a elevator, we can probably assume we'll get spat out of it later. Ooh, spiders, alright. No arachnophobia mode for us. For some reason, I didn't expect them to jump. Nope, girl, fire in the direction I'm pointing you at. I do think that there's something wrong with the... I think that there's something wrong with the direction input code, because we're getting a lot of errors. Right, so I need to do that a bit further. Honestly, this will be easier if I move over. Literally, my thumb slipped off the directional stick. Right, that's one, but we need a lot more than one. We need three. To Demon Lida regarding dealing with those energy vermin. Hi, Demon. Binsman came to me this morning saying that the south sector is being sealed off due to an infestation of the pyronauts. We still haven't figured out how they managed to get out of those containment fields we set up, but we do know that they use the ventilation system to get about. To deal with those pests, I've sent you a dissipator upgrade, practically lethal for any energy being, since it will disrupt their condensed structures directly. You can pick it up tomorrow in the basement security chamber. Just ask one. Excuse me. Just ask one of those guys working down there to reset the timers for you. Good luck, Fondre. This way. Sort of getting an upgrade of some kind. I'll see how we could get this one. Was that a, attack up? Really? You count as an energy enemy, not a mechanical one. Shit. Picking up an item while getting bodied by a little slime feels strange. again, she's just going in directions that I didn't input. I'm gonna have to do some checking between episodes about like what the deal is with that, because it's aggravating. It adds to the feeling of not really being in control, which this game already has because of the way that the camera moves around. Like we've got a little bit of like slippiness to us, and the camera just does not help. It really exacerbates the feeling of it, even if the reality of it is that we're not that slippy. In order to activate the Nexus, 6 security nodes will have to be repositioned and reactivated. Tether onto security nodes to drag them around. Once a security node is dragged onto an activation pad, it will deactivate one of the 6 Nexus locks. Magellan, locate the security node locations for the Ransol Industrial Complex. Updating map coordinates. Alright. Nodes located. So in order to bypass the transport's lock, I have to reactivate the security nodes. Well, time to get going. I appreciate that they're not beating around the bush too much with this stuff. They easily could have had like loads of dialogue that would be pretty pointless. Before we go, we'll go ahead and save. You know what? I'm gonna check on that input thing right now. I'm not gonna wait between episodes. Alright, I looked into it, and no one else seems to be talking about this problem, or if they are, they're talking about it with different things, so maybe it's dropped inputs from my controller just to be safe. I plugged it in. I kind of don't think that's gonna be the answer, but, you know, been wrong before. So annoying. Holy. Alright, so that doesn't feel like it, so maybe we need to go through this door. Immediately in the drink, so that's good. Love that I've done that. Okay. Really? More of you. Another one of these. Alright, so that's 3. This thing wants 6, which feels like so many. Holy. Which does mean that we've now got a couple different options for where to spend our cards, which is fun. Things are expanding out. There's this one, 6, and then there's on the opposite end, the 3. Alright, that's not the big one. These enemies beat my face. Oh, is that a level up? Alright, there we go. New upgrade has been detected. Updating map coordinates. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't. I just wanted to jump. Get me back up. We're not done up here. There's more exploration to happen. Actually, maybe there's not. It's just force sealed it off. Alright, never mind. It is interesting the way that I kind of feel like the fastest way to get through, you know, the rooms is going to be just ignore the enemies, you know, go for it. But we know that we're going to be fighting bosses that have plenty of health. And so us being leveled up will be beneficial. So we can't just, you know, just go for it. What do we got? That seems straightforward enough. What is that guy? He's just doing the thing still where, like... %, nice. Alright, so there's the upgrade there, but a save station here. I'm gonna grab the save station just to be paranoid. Oh, you reset? That is surprising. Please stop. This is genuinely frustrating. We are worse off than we were when we walked into this room. We can walk into this room, see what's going on in here. Yeah, these enemies can drive me nuts. Get back up to full health, and then quickly try and charge this thing up. There we go. So now we should be able to jump over. Oh, okay. You guys are all over here now. Let's get that upgrade. Oh, is it a boss fight? Or just a combat room, I think. Okay. There we go. Dissipator Gauntlet enhancement obtained. Upgrade to use this upgrade to deal heavy damage to energy enemies. To use Dissipator shots, select this icon in the alignment selection menu. Interesting that it's not opposite of the one that we've been doing. If sufficient damage is inflicted on an enemy, the effect will be changed to other nearby enemies. Be aware, however, that the Dissipator shots enhance biological enemies, causing them to become stronger and faster. Like the spiders. Okay, interesting. So really, like, this game's all about, at least for now, like, don't get stuck in some of the, Yep, so you guys count. This game's, you know, kind of a lot about managing the hordes of enemies so that they don't come along and give you a bad time. Oh, thanks. It's funny because it does feel like kiting's what you want to do, but kiting is going to increase the odds of grabbing the wrong, like hitting an enemy with something that makes them stronger. if that's deliberate, then that's pretty clever. To make the game sort of go against itself. This door appears to be blocked by an energy barrier. Appears to be controlled by this energy conduit. If you can manage to dissipate the energy within the conduit, the energy barrier blocking the door should be disabled. Cool. Alright. You are affected normally by this, so it's fine for me to sort of lay in with this stuff. Hey, level up. Nice. I appreciate the little filling bar telling us how much we've done, how much we still need to do. I don't know why that enemy went away just there, but I appreciated it. Not sure why I'm suddenly having trouble with this. We did it flawlessly before. Jump. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be super irritating. Is there... As far as I can tell, there's not something spawning those enemies. They just are. They just come out of the woodwork to fuck with me. I'm gonna have to retreat and heal because we're low enough on health that it's becoming a problem. Ugh, that's irritating. Is the move just get lucky, be fast? Maybe there's a finite number of these in the room, and I was just accidentally respawning the same one over and over. Maybe... Son of a bitch. I've got to be missing some fairly obvious answer to this. The noise from the keycard is not super helping. Come down here and let me dissipate you. Who thought this was a good idea? Maybe I don't even need these pipes. I think maybe my theory about there being a finite number of those enemies spawning in the room might have been right. Because one hasn't spawned now. That's not particularly clear if that's how it works. Like, I imagine most players would eventually figure that out, but... It's really hard to tell when the game is infinitely doing something, you know? I'm assuming the E count is energy type. I assume that the heartbeat we're hearing is thanks to our infection level. Yeah, we're gonna run it on down this way. Deal with that infection. Alright, so. Onwards. I'm in a room early. I'll happily take a level up. Pumping stations can be used to raise and lower the water levels within the facility. When you activate a pump, the water will change throughout the facility. Water levels throughout Ransall Industrial Complex have been raised. Kind of funny the way that it sounded. It sounded like someone drinking through a straw. No, why are you firing that direction, girl? Water. there's a hidden thing. There is. Nope, that's not the one that I wanted. I had killed you, and I had not. Alright, let's see if that stays... The door stays open. Yes, it does. Alright, 4. Get me out of that situation. Thank you for reset. Alright, and now... I don't want to power them up. I want to turn this thing off. Son of a bitch. With water levels raised, we should be able to clear some of the rooms that we saw earlier, like this one. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Let's check out the map. I think I can get through that spot over there. No, this is not that situation. If that is flooded or not. The infection stacks up surprisingly quickly in this game. Like, you really can't go very far without having invested in my score on this one is not going to be very good. It's okay. I don't really care about the scores. If anything, I find them kind of distracting and annoying. Still no answer about this one. So, all right, this was just the wrong way to go. Jesus, it feels like sensory overload. I'll be honest. Just so much happens, and my poor neurodivergent brain just starts to freak out about it. Alright, so it must be these two down here. That's what we must need to do. We're one card short, which kind of makes me suspect that maybe it is down here. Gosh, that would be mildly unfortunate if that's the case, because done a bit of hoofing here in the just completely wrong direction. That was not the move. Alright, so if it's down here, then it's down here from this one. We have raised the water level, so stuff is different. Ah, we've got this ability now. Okay, okay. Hey, level up. Okay, cool. And also, we can do this. A touch tougher than I expected them to be. Yeah? Okay. Interesting. Which way should we go? Yeah. Good. We're looking this direction already. Running off of my theory that there's a finite number of these that will spawn in the field. Shoot them, but I don't think we need to. I think that those, I think we need to lower the water level in this room. Yeah, okay. Water levels lowered. Come on, you guys. So far, worst enemy type by a country mile. Alright. 2! This chapter's going much slower than I expected, considering the pace at which the first chapter went. I was being greedy. That one I was not trying to be greedy, but I was just bad at judging the hitbox. I was kind of expecting this to be a save. I was like, we're kind of a ways away from a save, so there's probably one just right around the corner. I should have said that aloud, but, you know, oops. Killed that guy with the wrong damage type. That's okay. Really, just a hallway? Nice. I haven't really figured out the depth on those guys. It feels like I'm doing it wrong every time. Water levels have been raised. And this way. That guy. Whoa, cool. Look at that guy. I'm assuming he's energy type, but kind of just a combat challenge. I didn't actually, like, I could have just run by all those enemies and been fine. It's interesting. Is this gonna pop me out here? I actually don't think I want to be here. Because we left a room behind. Over here. And also, I don't think I activated the thing. Not this. Alright, so that's plugged in. That one's checked off. We desperately need to heal because we stepped in the red a lot doing that. So, I think this is where I'm going to call it for this episode. Not a particularly great stopping point, but, you know, we made progress. There's stuff nearby. We still need to go through this door. Yeah, I'd say that's headway. I'm still getting used to the game, the way the camera kind of flings itself around. I really wish there was an option in the menus to like reduce that, because I would be fine with losing some forward visibility in favor of just feeling less nauseous about the camera. And obviously, really wish this game was widescreen. I get why it's not. I feel like the reason for not doing widescreen is because, like, you know, when you make a game, you make it for the player being able to see a certain amount of stuff. In this game, I don't think that really matters all that much, like, because, you know, we're panning around a lot. Like, it wouldn't change the game negatively very much for the player to be able to see more side to side, and not even all that much more, right? Like, we're talking about, you know, what, like 4 tiles worth of extra width, essentially the player sprite worth of width. But anyhow, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.